Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Children's Holiday Magic Project's 17th edition. Can you believe that? 17 years. And some of you have been here most of the years, I think. Thank you so much for that support. Appreciate it. That was just a little bit of a taste of Lele Rose, the song she wrote for us. Amazing song. She inspired me to get Believe socks. Thank you. And you're going to get to hear the whole song a little bit later, though, so keep your ears open for that. I really do appreciate everybody being here tonight. For those it's your first time, my name is Jeff Gelder. I am the founder and president of the board of directors for the Children's Holiday Magic Project. And thank you. It began as a project for a class I took for the Landmark Education, a class called Self-Expression and Leadership. And we were tasked with doing a project that would enhance your community and take on a life of its own. And I have to say, it's done both. I'm happy to say that. So when we go to the hospital and we see these kids, as you saw in the videos there, it just makes my year. It's the best thing because they're so resilient, and they just, a CD with songs and stories makes them smile and be happy, even though they've got chemo tanks and oxygen tanks and all that sort of stuff. So thank you for your support in helping me and all of us do what we do to bring some smiles to them. Tonight is all about celebrating the talent, though. In my radio days, I spent lots of years on the radio, as some of you know. I saw so many talented, so many talented singers and songwriters that never got a chance to be heard just because they couldn't get a record label to sign them. And a record label wouldn't sign you, then a radio station wouldn't play you, and that was that. So part of the decision to do this project was to get them a voice, get them on a CD, at least get them out, being heard at different places, and hopefully getting lucky with somebody signing them possibly. So tonight is celebrating all of those talent who have donated their songs and their stories and their emotions and their sweat and tears that they've written songs for our project, all for this cause, and we really appreciate that. Also, for the folks that have donated the story writing over the years, Bill Kiesel is in the house tonight. He wrote our CD story this year and last year and the year before. You're gonna love it tonight. So, several of our voices are here tonight. Teri Wilder, Lele Rose, Ashley Fox Linton have all been with us for several years. We appreciate them. They come to the hospital with us, they come to the Gala and perform for us. So tonight is to celebrate them, so if you would please support them, go to their websites, buy their CDs, help them out as well as artists. They're all amazing professional talent, so you will be enjoying that for sure. And Ashley was so great, she just gave me 2 of her CDs to raffle off into the raffle drawing later, so make sure you get those raffle tickets, you're gonna want those. I would like to recognize our board of directors, without whom we wouldn't do any of this. We are small, but we are mighty. I think they're back here is Carl Bimshaw. Are you back there? Wave. And Elle Parker, who did the whole silent auction tonight. The wine grab. And then also Danielle, who's at the front desk doing registration, doing all the money, all the hard work. Thank you, Danielle, so much. And to Bill Kiesel also, who serves on the board, who's sitting here at the table. Forgive me, it's really bright up here. I can't see exactly where you guys are.
Over here, Jeff.
Thank you. That helps. In that black hole, the void. A big thank you to our sponsors tonight. We have some fabulous sponsors I feel so blessed to have, starting with Dr. Evelyn Asko, my dentist, who supported us for so many years as a gold sponsor. Thank you so much. And also to First California Funding, Adele Gibson, over here. Thank you so much. Transformational Leadership and Learning and Leadership Strategies, Phillip Tanzilo, my partner. Thank you so much. And the grants that we're receiving too are so important to us, and we do appreciate those. Torrey Pines Kiwanis Club has been giving us a grant for the last several years, and they came through once again this year. We appreciate that. Also, the Imperial Court of San Diego, represented over here. And this year, we're very happy to welcome a brand new grantor, and a huge one that we really are very, very, very appreciative. The Rob Benzon Foundation. Steve Hawley is here representing it tonight. They gave us a grant large enough to cover the printing for all of the San Diego locations. So,
wow. Thank you.
That was terrific. We do appreciate that. So it really, really makes a difference. Let's see, what else have I missed? Hopefully nobody else. Oh, of course, our silent auction donors. I can't mention all of them, but Steve and Terry Chertoff donated the jewelry, and they've donated the wine basket, and they've donated wine, and all kinds of stuff. So thank you for that. Suzanne Romo is not here tonight, but all of the artwork, the beautiful art pieces out there, the photographs that she's framed for us, Martini's above fourth for the dinner for two and tickets to Leslie Jordan's show. Martini's is such a huge supporter, and we appreciate that. Also to Doru from Martini's, who donated the trip to Puerto Vallarta, 5-night stay at the condo. You want that, trust me. It's an amazing trip. And there's several other, of course, Broadway San Diego, Man's Creative, the Hoya Playhouse, Diversionary Theater. There was a lot of them out there, so thank you to all of those for doing that. And to Elle and to Janelle Hickey, who located all of those and got them to donate to us. We really do appreciate that. I want to go ahead and share another quick video with you guys of the visit that we had this year. We were able to go. It was kind of one of those years where we weren't sure we were going to be able to make it. Each year it gets a little bit more difficult to get into the hospitals because of the flu virus and things like that, and they're really shutting them down and letting people visit the kids, which is really sad because it does make a huge difference. But one thing I'm very proud of is the very first year that we started this, we invited our friend Carl Anthony, who's a songwriter, singer, a guitar player who plays with and sings for kids around the world all year long. And he came with us to sing carols with us and ended up getting hired on as a staff of one and creating the music development department for Rady Children's Hospital. So now when he's in town, he visits these kids every week by himself, and I've seen him visit kids and parents that the kid is passing. And it's sad, but he's done it, and the parents really appreciate it, and he goes with us every year, so he was able to get us in this year. And I want to show you this video of this year's visit. Some of the people in this room were there. We had a great time. These kids are phenomenal, so take a look at this. Sometimes we do more than actually sing with the kids. We get drumming lessons. Josh got his first drum lesson. I'm sorry, I don't remember the name of these drums, but they were really, really hang drums. Hang drums. They were fun. And this one's fun too. These poor folks were in the building decorating the Christmas trees. They were the auxiliary committee, and Carl was so much fun with them. He has this great song about I can do anything. Sure enough, they got those things untangled and put on there. So that's what we do. That's why we're here tonight, and that's what it's all about. If you'd like to join us next year, please let me know, because your life will be changed by that experience. It's amazing. And we're trying to get more and more hospitals around the country to have their own groups from their own cities actually do the visit. Right now we're just delivering these, shipping them to the hospitals, and they distribute them however they do. Of course, on the way out tonight, make sure you grab yours. It's now, because the kids told us they don't know what CDs are anymore, it's now a download, actually. It's on our website as a YouTube video. We're pretty hip. And you can also download it, and all the codes are on the books are actually on the back table, so make sure you take that with you, and the track cards that list all of the songs and stories on it. To move right along tonight, we have a very special thing happening tonight. As some of you know, and some may not, the show is built, or the CD is built like a radio show. So there's 8 different scenes of a kid's kind of radio show story, and then there's songs in between each scene. Well, this year we're going to do a live radio show reading of the story. It's called The Search for Joy, and we have 6 of 9 of the original talents that are on the CD here in the room tonight, 3 from Los Angeles, and I wanted to I'm so grateful for them to come all the way down. It's going to be a lot of fun. Mind you, we haven't had a rehearsal, so it's going to be fun, but I think we're all pros and we've all read the story, and it's going to be a lot of fun for you too. So I'm going to have them come on up to the stage as I introduce them a little bit. So if you're in the story, or don't pretend, make sure you just come on up on stage. We're going to be around these 3 mics, and while we're doing this too, if you want to, anybody else want to check your bids or run to the restroom or do your raffle tickets or anything like that, you got a couple of minutes to do that. And then we'll do the radio show for you, followed by the 3 fabulous singers tonight. So if we can have the Holiday Magic readers come up on stage. Thank you very much. Sit down here. If we get 3 around each microphone, I'll be bringing the mic to you guys. You don't have
Let's
to.
set this on the piano.
So we're going to go
We are
live.
on air.
We're going to go live on air after I make a couple introductions.
On air. Oh.
We got short change.
Yeah, you did.
Very good.
I got your mic. I got your mic. So 3 here. If we can get 3 around this one. Or maybe, yeah. Let's get you 3 there. If you can get on this one with Jim, with those 2, yeah. And then we'll do the sound effects here. We don't have enough mics for everyone to have your own, sorry. We'll be good. So I want to do a quick introduction, and if you could please, when I introduce you, just do a quick 1 or 2 line, 3 line introduction of yourself, what you do, why you're here, what you'd like to say, would be really great. So, of course, Teri Wilder, she plays Trixie the Jersey reindeer. Introduce yourself. Quick introduction. How do you feel?
Let's do this. I'm Teri Wilder, and I've been involved with Holiday Magic since shortly before I moved here 8 years ago. Love working with my brother from another mother, Jeff, and I get to be Trixie on the recording, and I've submitted songs, and I'm just thrilled to be involved however I can.
And Phillip Tanzilo plays Santa Claus, Southern accent Santa Claus.
I play Santa Claus. My name's Phillip. My name's Phillip Tanzilo, and I've been a part of the project in some capacity for 17 years, I guess. And it's been a pleasure to see it grow and the outreach, extend every year, and know that where 10,000 CDs go out to touch so many lives every year, it's just really great to see and to be a part of it. So it's a privilege.
Thank you. And Martha Kahn is stepping in tonight for Mrs. Claus, normally played by Penny Abshire, who just moved to Arizona. God bless her. I hope she's doing well. I'm sure she misses us, and we miss her. But Martha, thank you for stepping in tonight.
Thank you so much, yes. And this is my, I think, 3rd year being involved in this project, and I just wanted to support Jeff in any way I could because I just believe in what you're doing so much. So I also make calls to the hospitals, and it's such a joy because most of the hospitals are so delighted to accept this project into their hospital.
Thank you very much. And Ashley Fox Linton. She came to my door with her mother many, many years ago, and her mother brought a CD and said, "Can we audition for the CD?" This is my memory anyway. And you don't remember that, I don't think. So it was 15 years ago, and I believe she reminded me tonight that her mother heard it. She heard me talking on the radio about it.
Yes,
and
Kixie.
Kixie, because that's their fans, which was great. Yeah. And Ashley's been involved every year since, and we really, truly appreciate it. She now lives in Los Angeles, came all the way down tonight for this. So tell us just a little bit about what you're doing, and about Disney too. You're working with kids.
Oh, yeah, I'm doing some work with kids through Disney Musical Schools. So we teach teachers, we work with kids as well, but we teach teachers how to plant theater programs for kids in underprivileged schools. Super fulfilling, and this has been a big inspiration for that too.
That's so good, thank you. And Jim Alburger.
Hello.
Videographer, voiceover talent.
By the way, you're standing directly in front of the camera.
Am I really?
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
You have a lot of the back of my head.
Yeah, that'll be a featured element of the video.
No, you can edit it.
James Alburger's my name. I wrote the book on voice acting. I teach voiceover. I also do location sound, audio post-production. I edit video. So I do a lot of different things with media. And the Believe video that you saw earlier is one that I edited for Jeff. And I've been doing that for, gosh, how many years now, Jeff?
Several years, and
A lot.
he's been coming to the listening events, choosing the music for each CD.
And I play the narrator this evening.
Yes. Thank you. And Heather Martinez. Heather and I almost created this project together way back when, sitting at a coffee table, I think right here at Pete's Coffee House. Do you remember this? I'm over here. Yeah, see, you can't see me down there, but do you remember? You know, our fun name then was Gabby and Gunther's Excellent Adventure or something like that. And it turned into that, and Heather became the voice of Kate, the adventurous reindeer, every year. So, what are you doing up in LA?
I work for Westwood One Radio Network. We're the largest radio network in the country. And I do some imaging for some of the formats and also do affiliate sales, which is boring, but my favorite is doing commercials, and you might hear me on stuff.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
Everywhere. She used to do love songs at Kixie. If you guys ever listen to love songs, dedications to your loved one. Just we'll go with her, yeah. And check out those shoes. Oh, boom. All right. And the legendary Marc Graue is in the building. Plays Thalian, the master elf. Mark's such a giver, generous guy.
I just came for the toaster. I thought
He's
it
making
was-
it
I am. You know, this is real. I have to be honest. After watching these videos and realizing what you do, it seems like what I do for a living is somewhat pointless. I do a lot of voiceover stuff, Pirates of the Caribbean, The Ride, Alaska State Troopers, and narrate stuff. But honestly, that all pales in comparison to this, and I'm so proud to be a part of it. So thank you.
Bill is the writer of the story, and I don't know how he comes up with these stories, so maybe you can tell us.
Well, you're the one with talent. Get up here.
Well, the story's pretty easy actually, because all I do is listen, and God sends it to me, and it's there. And I write it in about an hour, and it just flows. That's all it does. It will be in March. I'm planning on Easter time.
Hooked on phonics being this man.
I love it. Okay, so we're going to go and get rolling here, but I wanted to, so I've got Trixie, Phillip is Santa, Mrs. Claus is next to Santa. Ashley is playing the voice of Joy this year, and she's filling in for Judy Fossum, who's a voice talent from Wyoming, who played the voice on the CD. Jim Alburger is the narrator, Heather is Kate, Thalian Master Elf is Marc Graue, and Jeffrey the Surfer Reindeer. So, are we ready?
This is Radio 12.25, CHMP Radio, and we are live.
Not even close. Do you have the radio show extended music bit? Sit back, turn on your radios, crank the volume. It's 1945. We have
Holiday Magic.
All About Joy.
Of all the elves in elf school, Joy was the most precocious of all. She had a way about her, and not many people understood that way. She was a most marvelous spirit, filled with magical aspirations. She had a heart of gold, and was high-spirited and super high energy. There was only one problem. Joy could not stay out of mischief.
Good morning, all of you nice elves. It's time to start morning class, and I need all of your attention. Joy, that includes you, my dear. Joy, did you hear me? Joy? Joy!
Why, yes, Mrs. Claus. I am present and awaiting your morning lesson. But you see, I was just talking to Jeffrey, who was telling me about his surfing in Hawaii, and his new surfboard, and the pipeline on the North Shore, and the dolphins surfing with him. And I was just making sure that he was wearing sunscreen, and what SPF he used, and did it sting his eyes, and just wanted to make sure.
Joy, my dear. We were given 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason. Would you please use the one that is even number and pay attention more in a calm state of mind?
As everyone could see, Joy was a challenge. Her father was a wizard and her mom an elf princess, and that combination of genes had proved challenging and entertaining at the same time.
Scene 2, Joy is in a mess.
Joy, you are really going to get in trouble. If you know what is best for you, stop now.
Trixie is right. Joy, you better hope when Mrs. Claus is ready to take a shower in the morning, she doesn't have a mirror close by. This prank has gone too far. I'm gonna tell Thalion, the master elf.
Kate, why do you look so troubled?
Thalion, I really need your help. Joy is planning a prank on Mrs. Claus, and it's getting really out of control.
Thalion listened to Kate as Kate described what Joy was planning. He showed concern on his face, but an occasional smile broke through as though he had planned something similar in his youth.
Thalion, what do you think we should do?
Well, Kate, although it seems harmless enough, this could prove to be a bit embarrassing to Mrs. Claus.
As Kate and Thalion scurried off to attempt to stop Kate, Santa and Mrs. Claus were waking up to start the day, following a peaceful night's rest.
Scene 3, a joy-filled morning shower.
Good morning to you, my lovely. Did you sleep well?
Oh, why, yes, dear. I had a restful night's sleep. I'm going to take a hot shower and warm up these old bones.
I believe that'll be a great shower. I just installed a new shower head that was delivered by Joy, our newest master. She said that the workshop developed a new hydro massage shower head.
Well, as most people do when you have a tub shower combination, Mrs. Claus turned the water on, and when it reached a nice warm temperature, she stepped into the tub and activated the shower. She enjoyed the new water massage function, closing her eyes so the soap would not get in her eyes. Turning off the water, she reached for the bath towel in its usual place. She toweled off her hair, then gently stepped out of the tub and onto the candy cane colored bath mat, refreshed and feeling fresh and invigorated. Opening her eyes, she let out a loud scream.
Mrs. Claus, is everything all right?
Oh, dear. There must be something wrong with the new shower head. There's green everywhere.
Well, you see, not only was Mrs. Claus covered with the color green, but the shower water was green. The towel had rubbed off green too. As she removed as much green as she could, the only spot that could not be removed from was her head of hair that was usually sparkling silver.
Scene 4, the joy of being green.
Santa stared in amazement as he looked at Mrs. Claus and her new hair color. Suddenly, they both could hear the stampede of feet quickly approaching. Thalian, Jeffrey, Kate, and Trixie knocked intently on their chamber door.
Santa, Mrs. Claus, may we come in?
Do come in. You really need to see this.
The group opened the door and stood there in silence as they saw Mrs. Claus in her red bathrobe, adorned with a very interesting new hair color.
Well, I see we're too late. We came to warn you about this prank that Joy was going to play on you.
Gee, Mrs. Claus, at least it's a nice shade of green.
Why, yes, it is most eye-catching.
Well, this is a most interesting development. Well, Mrs. Claus, aside from the color issue and looking kind of punky, how did you enjoy the new hydro massage shower head?
Well, I guess I'm now in step with the new trends in the hair fashion.
Scene 5. Joy is lost.
While everyone else took this entire event with laughter and joking around, Joy was overcome with fear and anxious anticipation as to what her fate would be.
I was so foolish. I'm sure everyone is hopping mad at me by now. I bet they're going to expel me from elf school, tell my parents, and they will ground me till I'm like 30. I best just leave and hide where no one can find me.
Joy was really beating herself up over what she was sure to be the end of her elf career. Her friends who trusted her and the respect of Santa and Mrs. Claus.
Hey, everybody, like I'm being politically incorrect because I'm a white guy doing a Mexican guy's voice. What is all the commotion about? I mean, the word is that Joy is in trouble.
Well, Martino, it would seem Joy is having some fun at everyone else's expense.
See, Santa, Joy must be muy loco en la cabeza to try such a foolish thing. I mean, I came here as I heard that small one is nowhere to be found. Joy heard that everyone was gathering at your chamber and was very scared and ran away.
Well, I for one am glad. She is more trouble than she's worth, and I will not be saddened by her departure.
Trixie, Joy is family. You should remember, Joy is but a child, and she must learn.
The group discussed what they should do next. Joy ran away, not anxious to receive her sentence for such a prank. What she failed to realize is that they had already forgiven her.
Scene 6. Joy can't see the light.
Joy frantically looked for a place to hide. Then she thought about the perfect place. The room of broken toys, of course. No one ever goes in there anymore. The room was cold and dark, with lots of good places to escape her doom.
Boy, it sure is cold in here. And I'm so tired and hungry and sad. Maybe I can find a broken bed and some warm torn coats and perhaps some dented boxes of candy to fill my empty tummy.
Joy looked all around and found everything she was searching for. As she explored her new surroundings, the others were developing a plan to search for her.
Everyone, I believe that if we split up into teams of 2, we can cover more ground. Team up and head out. Miss Joy is a very small child, and she will not survive if she's out in the North Pole cold for too long.
Well, this is the perfect place for me. I deserve to be here with all this stuff nobody wants. I'm gonna live here forever. You'll never find me, and they'll be glad to be rid of me, I'm sure.
While Joy was very busy feeling sorry for herself, everyone else was busy trying to find her. Joy had found a bunk bed to sleep in, a sleeping bag with a broken zipper, a box of broken candy canes to eat, and she soon fell fast asleep.
Scene 7. Searching for Joy.
Well, we've looked everywhere. Joy wasn't in the kitchen or the pantry. No sign of Joy in the furnace room. Carlito, what should we look next?
Senor Jeffrey, Joy could be anywhere. Maybe the attic or the workshop.
Hey,
Hey, Trixie, I'm not sure where to look for Joy next. Any suggestions?
I'm running out of ideas. We checked all of our favorite hiding places, but the workshop is one place we did not look for Joy.
All the other teams had reached the same conclusion. They had not been to the workshop. Soon everyone was in the workshop, and all were searching for Joy in this massive factory of wonderful wishes and dreams of so many children who had sent their requests to Santa.
Ho, 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 search every corner, search every box, search every chest, search every inch. We must find her.
Well, I believe I found her. Oh, dear, no. Just a large doll that looks like Joy. Oh, my poor little thing. Your arm is torn. We need to take you to the room of broken toys.
As everyone searched, they too were finding things in need, or a nail here, a stitch there. Maybe a bolt was loose, or a puppet string broken. Soon everyone stopped to take a break and gathered things to take to the room of broken toys.
You know, looking for all these broken things got me thinking. If I was Joy, feeling sad and lost and scared, I would feel kind of broken. You know, that is the one place we haven't looked for her.
Scene 8. Joy is found.
They all gathered the toys and dolls and toy soldiers and stuffed animals. Then off to the room of broken toys they marched, hoping to find Joy. The large wooden door slowly opened, and as morning had broken rays of light shot down from the stained glass window high above the room of broken toys.
Look, if you see the blue ray of light coming down from the window, it's pointing straight down to the middle of the room. And look at what is lighting up.
Alburger! We found Joy!
Oh, look, she's fast asleep and cuddling with some stuffed animals.
I'm still politically incorrect, so we must... Uy, quiet, silencio, please.
Regardless of the political incorrectness, everyone tiptoed slowly into the room of broken toys. As they approached the place where Joy was sleeping, brighter rays of light were shining down on Joy with all the colors of the rainbow. The intense light woke Joy from her sleep. Sitting up and rubbing her eyes, she opened them.
Oh my goodness, you found me! I am so sorry, Mrs. Claus, for turning your hair green.
Oh, why, dear Joy. Once I washed it off and saw the only color left was in my hair, it wasn't so bad after all.
Why, yes. Ho, ho, ho. I rather like it.
Well, it's all the rage today. I see red hair and purple hair color on tips. Pretty hip, Mrs. Claus.
Joy, you must understand that we love you with no judgment. Maybe a little judgment when you're naughty. But you're a handful of trouble sometimes, but you're also a handful of joy. You accept us for who we are, and we accept you.
Merry
Christmas, everyone! Feliz Navidad!
All right, a big hand for the Holiday Magic players. Thank you, guys. That was awesome. Thank you, Mr. Political Incorrectness. That was perfect. Thank you so much. We might have to rewrite Carlito now. We are now off air. Excellent. So I believe they're bringing out your desserts. You got a chance now to double check. We've got a few more minutes before they close the silent auction. So if you got bids you want to check on, remember that bid number 5 is the lucky one. All those bidders will go into a special prize drawing at the end of the night. We are going to continue with the show, and I'm so excited to bring to you 3 of the most fabulous, talented singers that we have involved in Holiday Magic, actually, and on the CD this year for sure. Every single one of them. My favorite is going to be, one of my favorites here is going to begin with one of my favorite songs because it fits this CD so well. And if she's going to sing it tonight, I'm going to tease it. It's a song called I Choose Joy, which is an incredible song. But my sister from another mother, Teri Wilder.
Yay. Welcome, everybody.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Welcome.
One more time.
One more time. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for being part of this extraordinary journey. And if I say one more word, I'm going to start crying. So I will just sing this next song, this first song. It's a song I wrote with Peggy Lebo and Dave Avani. And it was on the CD, I don't know how many, 2-3 years ago, Jeff?
3, I think.
3 years ago. And we wrote it specifically with the children in the hospital in mind. Marshall, rock me. Some deck the halls with paper chains, twinkling lights and candy canes. Oh, Christmas is on its way. Some celebrate with mistletoe or making angels in the snow. Oh, time for the holidays. Some are wishing on a star or sending up a prayer. The winter nights are long and dark. Love is always there. Christmas is where you are. You carry it in your heart. No matter how near or far, Christmas is where you are. Somewhere trees are growing bare, the smell of wood smoke in the air. Oh, Christmas is on its way. Bless you. And somewhere seasons never change, but carolers sing all the same. Oh, time for the holidays, where some are wishing on a star or sending up a prayer. Through winter nights so long and dark, love is always there. Christmas is where you are. You carry it in your heart. No matter how near or far, Christmas is where you are. So let's take the time to celebrate today, imagining that every moment is a holiday. Woo! Woo! What happened? wanted the kids to know, no matter where they are, they still get to celebrate. Yeah, chokes me up. Hopefully you too. So this next song was my introductory song to the Children's Holiday Magic Project. So it's on again this year. That was 8 years ago, and I get to bring it on one more time. I wrote it a long, long time ago, and I'm just excited to bring out the joy again tonight. Marshall, please. When the walls come tumbling down, I choose joy, I choose joy. When the world stops spinning round, I choose joy, I choose joy. When my heart is hard to move, when my music's lost the groove, when I have too much to prove, I choose joy, I choose joy. When hate is all I see, I choose joy. Sing it back. I choose joy. Put you to work. When fear won't let me be, I choose joy, I choose joy. When betrayal and lies hide the light from my eyes, I look up to the skies and I choose joy, I choose joy. Sing up the joy ladder now. Joy, joy. Joy, 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 I choose joy. Joy, 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 I choose joy. In this moment right here, I choose joy, I choose joy. For the ones that I hold dear, I choose joy, to be who I must be, oh, for the light to shine in me, for everybody to be free. I choose joy, sing it, I choose joy, up the joy ladder we go. Joy, 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 I choose joy. Joy, 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 I choose joy. So don't be hiding your joy in a room full of broken toys. I hope you are out shining your light, spreading your joy, getting other people to smile, hug, laugh, be together, connect. That's what it's all about. And it doesn't have to be going out and doing a big deal thing. You could look across the table at someone and say, I like you. Smile! I find a stable ground, peace and hope abound. I hear a sweeter sound. The chains have come unbound. Love is all around when I choose joy. Oh, in this moment right here, I choose joy. Sing it. I choose joy. Thank you so much. So I'm going to do one more song and then turn it over to Lele and Ashley. And I invite you guys again to sing along because that's what Christmas carols are all about. And this is an old favorite. And we'll just roll right on into it. You guys will know it. And you will join me, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Someone over here keeps saying, woo! There we go. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Let your heart be light. From now on, our troubles will be out of sight. Out of sight, man. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Make the Yuletide pay. You guys are doing good at that one. From now on, our troubles will be miles away. Here we are as in olden days, happy golden days of yore. Faithful friends who are dear to us, gather near to us once more. Through the years, we all will be together if the fates allow. Hang a shining star upon the highest bough, and have yourself a merry little Christmas now. Joy to the world.
Ladies and gentlemen, Teri Wilder. Awesome. Thank you, sister. And speaking of Trixie, you can now donate in Trixie's honor. Everybody has one of these at your table place inside of your program. If you would pull these out, fill out your information, put in your credit card number, and pick a reindeer. Pick a reindeer.
$75.
Trixie comes cheap. She's from Jersey. Sorry if anybody's from Jersey. Anyway. What else? If you would be so kind, if you're willing to and you can, and you'd like to, please fill these out there when we can pick them up from you, or you can drop them off at the registration desk at the door. And before we move right into Lele Rose, I want to do a very special presentation, which we do once a year. We do our Founders Day Award, our Founders Award, and this is this year. And this year we would like to acknowledge a very special person who has been very, very generous with us and helped us for the last almost 2 years now. Danielle Knopf-Rakowski. Big hand for Danielle. Danielle, are you in the room? Can you come up here? Come on. You got your own gigantic CD made of glass. Come up and get a photo. Can somebody take a photo? This is for you. Your generosity, dedication, and contribution creating smiles for children of all ages, December 15th, 2019. Thank you. You can try, it's okay to try. Can we get a picture? Who's taking it? Thank you. Thank you for all your service. Thank you for your patience with us. Thank you for getting all these people's money. That's what you're here for. Up next, we have another favorite. Lele Rose is somebody I met back, I don't know, how long has it been, Lele? 5 years? At least 5 years. 6 years? Oh my gosh. I met Lele at the Seasons 52 Lounge. Yeah, where she was playing at the piano bar. And she was amazing, of course, and we sat and listened to her and gave her the information and thought, oh, I may hear from her, I may not. And then sure enough, when I was up in Los Angeles at James Alburger's Voice International, I went back to my hotel room at 11 o'clock at night, and I got a text from Lele, and she was crazy and jumping up and down in this picture, and she had written the song Believe based on an accident that she had. It caused her to be in the hospital for a while and caused her to create this beautiful song for these kids, so you're going to hear it tonight. Without further ado, Lele Rose.
Thank you, Jeff. It's such a pleasure to be back here tonight. Thank you all for joining us. Such a beautiful cause, Holiday Magic. And as you can see in the program, I'm going to do a couple of traditional songs for you, and then have you join in my original song, Believe. City sidewalks, busy sidewalks, dressed in holiday style. In the air, there's a feeling of Christmas. Children laughing, people passing, meeting smile after smile. And on every street corner, you hear silver bells, silver bells. It's Christmas time in the city. Hear the leaves, hear them ring. Soon it will be Christmas Day. That one's called Silver Bells, as you may know. And it inspired the opening introduction of my song, Believe. And I want you to help me sing along. It's very obvious. There's O-O-O's and When You Believe, so please join in. Look around at something you like to see. see. Something that makes you happy and full of glee. Anything from a light to a big tall tree makes you happy and makes you believe. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, oh. Look around at something you like to know. Something that fills you up inside, gives you hope. Anything from a picture to a snow globe makes you happy and makes you believe. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, oh, oh. It's the happiest and the best time of year. Happy holiday and a happy new year. A new hope, a new light, a new place for you and I. It's gonna be when you believe. Oh, oh, oh. When you believe. Oh, oh, oh. Look around at something you like to know. Something that fills you up inside, gives you hope. Anything from a picture to a snow globe makes you happy and makes you believe. Oh, oh, oh. Look around at something you like to share. Something that you could give away, you could wear. Anything from a heart to a teddy bear makes you happy and makes you believe. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, oh. Even though it may seem odd, I believe in miracles. Gotta trust and believe in yourself. Gotta keep moving on, being strong. Just believe in yourself. Come on, y'all. It's the happiest and the best time of year. Happy holiday and a happy new year. A new hope, a new light, a new place for you and I. It's gonna be when you believe. Oh, oh, oh. When you believe. Oh, oh, oh. It's the happiest and the best time of year. Happy holiday, happy new year. A new hope, a new light, a new place for you and I. It's gonna be when you believe. Oh, oh. 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 When you Thank you so much. That's my original song, created 6 years ago for the Holiday Magic Project. And I couldn't sing for about 6 weeks. I wanted to be a San Diego surfer, and I still do. And I was not being very safe, so long story short, I ended up in the hospital for an accident. And when I couldn't sing, I went home and I remembered Jeff, and I remembered the Holiday Magic Project, and I thought, you know what, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna write a song for this project. And I thought about the kids in the hospitals, and I wanted to think about a song that would make them happy. And so that's the inspiration behind Believe, and that's the song. So I hope you all enjoy. Thank you. And this year I have a very special guest. His name is Dylan Cooley Blue, and he helped me produce this year's song, which is called Dreams Come True. And thanks to all of you tonight, all of our dreams can come true. So we're gonna play this one for you.
There's a picture of a palm tree tied around with lights. There's color in the movie, even when it's black and white. Hanging with your family, friends will bring you cheer. Chestnuts by the fire keeps you warm at night. You can triumph over anything. Just use the joy in your heart. Holiday magic is everything. Find the peace inside and let your love grow. You can triumph over anything. Just use the joy in your heart. Holiday magic is everything. There's a song in your heart that you can't sing. You're capable of making your dreams come true. Oh, 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 oh. The snow globe on the mantle, the whole town came to life. I've got nothing to be afraid of. The miracles are bright. Bells are ringing, Santa's coming down the chimney tonight. There's a song in your heart that you can sing. You're capable of making your dreams come true. You can triumph over anything. Use the joy in your heart. Holiday magic is everything. And the peace inside and let your love go. You can triumph over anything. Just use the joy in your heart. Holiday magic is everything. There's a song in your heart that you can sing. You're capable of making your dreams come true. Oh, 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 oh. Come on! Oh, 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 oh. You can sing, capable of making your dreams come true. Ooh, capable of making your dreams come true. Holiday magic is everything in your heart, capable of making your dreams come true. You can triumph over anything. Just use the joy in your heart. Holiday magic is everything. There's a song in your heart that you can sing. You're capable of making your dreams come true. Making your dreams come true. Making your dreams, making your dreams, making your dreams come true. Your dreams come true. You can make it if you try. 'Cause holiday magic is in your heart unless you fly. That's Joy, this year's theme. Thank you so much. Dreams come true. Father, you can sing. You're capable of making your dreams come true. You can triumph over anything. Just use the joy in your heart. Holiday magic is everything. There's a song in your heart that you can sing. You're capable of making your dreams come true. Making your dreams, making your dreams come true. Making your dreams come true. Making your dreams come true. Holiday magic, everybody. That one's for the kids. Thank you. All right, Marshall, hit it. All right, come on, stand up, everybody. You know this one. Rocking around the Christmas tree at the Christmas party hop. Mistletoe hung where you can see every couple tries to stop.
Ladies and gentlemen, Lele Rose. Big hand. Thank you, Lele. Awesome. You may be seated. Felt good to stand up there, didn't it? Stretch out a little bit, get another cocktail. Yeah. The silent auction is closed, by the way, just so you know. Raffle tickets are still available for the raffle. Great raffle prizes. And we got lots of wine, so make sure you grab a bottle of wine. $20 a bottle, 5 for 100, I think it is. And you get the whole wine opener box, and it's beautiful. And bags, and Carl Bimshaw special bags, and it's very, very good things. So yeah, cool. Before we move on to our next amazing talent, I'm going to do a little giveaway. I want to find out who came the farthest this evening. So who came the farthest away from San Diego? Somebody just yell it out. I mean, where do you live? You live in Virginia? Norfolk, Virginia? Wow. You came all the way here? That's pretty, that's, yeah, right. If you're friends of Adele's, I don't believe. Not at all. Anybody farther than Virginia? I know we have Albuquerque. Thank you. All right. You get this cool basket. It's full of kitchen goods. So I hope you like the kitchen. Second farthest? Are you giving it away? Albuquerque. Kitchen basket. They can give you their desserts or something. Cool. All right, let's keep on going. So this was one of my favorite people in the whole world, Ashley Fox Linton, who came all the way down from Los Angeles to perform for you tonight. She has toured with the national tour of Broadway shows of Wicked and Les Mis. She has sung alongside Hugh Jackman. I'm jealous. And she's just a phenomenal person with a huge heart and an incredible talented voice. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Ashley Fox Linton.
Hello?
Oh, thank you for having me. I'm so happy to be here. Holiday Magic has become a big part of my Christmas. And for the last 15 years, I've been contributing songs to the album, and so I have a few of them that I'm going to do tonight. So I'll go ahead and just jump into the first one. And I brought some lyrics because it's been a while for a lot of this. In children's eyes, the thrill is showing as a winter chill is growing, bound to rejoice, to lift up each voice with a spirit of love overflowing. Come together, the young and the old. Come in from the cold. This next song is actually, Jeff has said this is his favorite that I've contributed to the album, so that makes me feel great. So this is for Jeff. It's for the kids, but this is for Jeff too. God, I just can't sleep. And I'm oh, just kidding. No, that's a different song, but I'll introduce this song. This is a song before Olaf. There was another snowman that Shel Silverstein wrote a poem about. And I'm not saying that anybody stole the idea, but the poem was written in the early 80s. So my friend Denver Casado and I, one of my writing partners, we thought it was just such a cool story and we thought it had to be a song, so we wrote this song. It was the first day of springtime and the snowman stood alone. Just kidding, it was the first day of springtime, and the snowman stood alone as the winter snows were melting and the pine trees seemed to groan. Ah, you poor sad smiling snowman, said the snowman, what a pity, for I'd like to see July. Yes, I'd like to see July, and please don't ask me why, but I'd like to, yes, I'd like to, oh, I'd like to see July. Chirped a robin just arriving, seasons come and seasons go, and the greatest ice must crumble when its flowers time to grow. And as one thing is beginning, soon another thing must die. And there's never been a snowman who has ever seen July. No, they never see July, no matter how they try. No, they never, ever, never, ever, never see July. So the snowman sniffed his carrot nose and said, at least I'll try. And he bravely smiled his frosty smile and blinked his coal black eye. And he stood there and he faced the sun, ablazing across the sky. And I really cannot tell you if he ever saw July. Did he ever see July? You can guess as well as I. If he ever, if he never, if he ever saw Okay, so this next one, I think, if this is I Just Can't Sleep, this is just Jeff's favorite. Let's go for it. We've made chocolate chip cookies with a few extra chips. Put out milk and some cider. Dad took a few sips.
This is my favorite song.
I'm stumbling to bed with my brother and sis. Mom tucks me in and she gives me a kiss. I just can't believe she'd ask me to sleep through this. It's not about the stockings. It's not about the gifts. It's wondering how that man and his big red behind make it through the drifts. I just can't sleep. I just can't sleep. I've counted my blessings and I've counted sheep, but I just can't sleep. I wonder if Santa sleep. How do the reindeer suspend in the sky? Could I go with them? I just want to try. Could he teach me how? How does he make it to see all my friends in one night? Make it to Jenny and Liz in one night? Oh how do I make it downstairs with my mom and dad unawares? I just can't sleep, I just can't sleep. I've counted my blessings and I've counted sheep, but I just can't sleep. It's not about the stuff he brings, it's not about the loot. I just wanna see that man in his big red furry suit. I just can't sleep, I just can't sleep. I've counted my blessings and I've counted sheep. I've counted my blessings and I've counted sheep. It's Christmas and I just can't. Okay, this next one, this is important. So when I was a kid, I had a lot of questions about Santa Claus. And some of them were answered. Some of them, it was that he has this magic ability to step outside of time, and that's how he can make it around the world in one night. But the problem was Santa came to my house. My parents had a friend who was Santa. And he came to our house and he'd give us a gift before he went around the world, which made us feel super special. But also, I'd say, well, why don't you just stay and have dinner with us? And my mom would go, oh no, he's got to bring gifts to all the kids around the world. And I said, but you said he can step outside of time, so he could stay for dinner. So that's the impetus for this song, because I assume these kids have to understand. They have to relate to this. Santa, I know you've got so far to go. While Mrs. Claus waits by the mistletoe, it's your yearly duty to fill the world with beauty. and fruits and meat. My neighbors say it's a winner. But Santa, won't you join us? I'll save you a seat. Come and meet my family and have a bite to eat. Santa, won't you join us? 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 You're flying far, fly, wherever you are. We're about to eat. Okay, we've got one more, and this is with my other writing partner, Will Collier, who I've done a lot of duets on the CD with as well. So this is my favorite part of Christmas, which is really holiday magic. When the children's eyes get droopy and everyone scurries to bed, we all say our I love yous, and you gently kiss my forehead. When we rest with happy hopes for the year ahead, that's my favorite part of Christmas. It's the happiness of home, the memories we're making, pumpkin lattes, hearts of foam, and cookies always baking. When the children settle down but are anxious to be waking, that's my favorite part of Christmas. Having but a moment just to stop and see all the blessings that we share, our little family. I think I'm always grateful, but now especially, that's what I like best about Christmas. About Christmas. When strangers lend a helping hand, say hello and smile. When children in the school band walk as angels down the aisle. When everyone is thankful and content for a while, that's my favorite part of Christmas. 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 Thank you for having me.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ashley Fox Linton, thank you for having us. Thank you so much for coming all the way down. That was great. And that is my favorite song, because I really can't sleep most of the time. I think of that. Thank you guys for a great night tonight. Now the time you probably would have been waiting for is the raffle drawing, right? Yeah, it must be present to win. So the odds are good. Can we get the raffle tickets up here, please? Miss L. Everybody have a good time tonight? Yeah. Thank you for bringing the joy to us so we can give the joy to the kids. This makes a huge difference. And a big thank you to Martinez, to their staff and their chef. Put a hand for Martinez. It's a great, great place to be. Okay, L. Yeah, don't be tripping. No tripping. Okay, so we have, first of all, we'll do the, well, Ashley just sang, let's do her CDs. We got 2 of Ashley's beautiful CDs. that she put out recently. They're called First Real Love. So here comes the tickets. Oh, okay. Where's the thing? Okay, who has ticket number 628114? 114?
Anybody out there?
I'm gonna go through quick.
One more.
114? Okay, no. Just pull a bunch. 089. 628089.
I heard
You
it.
won?
I heard it.
We have a winner.
Todd Cason.
Good job.
Get up here, Todd.
Thank you very much. Okay, your winner. One more.
One more.
Okay. 628096. 096 here? Yes? Adele's a winner. There you go. Some great music. All right. Now let's give away the Not Stop basket. The Not Stop includes a massage, 1 hour massage, a facial, a stretch lab stretching session. If you've never had one of those, it's the new thing. It hurts, but it's really good for you. And there's some great things in the basket too. The basket was sitting back on the table there. The number is 628086. 086. Todd won again. All right.
I think this is rigged.
After Todd, you don't have to come up because the basket's over there. I think they're making up the rules for you. Thanks. Okay. So you guys need to follow him outside on the way there. And now the generous gift from Martinez. Dinner for 2 at Martinez with 2 tickets to the Leslie Jordan show. If you've never seen Leslie Jordan on stage, I got to MC a show with him once. He's hilarious, and he's shorter than me, which was a lot of fun too. So. He's a tiny guy. If you've seen him on Will and Grace, you know he's incredible. So the winner of this is, drum roll please, 628122.
Yes.
Yeah? You're coming back to San Diego. You're coming back. Right on. Steven's the winner. She's got that for you somewhere. Okay, we'll pick it up back there. But we'll find the date and you'll be back in San Diego. Guess what? You just got another vacation. There you go. So yeah. Anything else?
Also, tickets to the San Diego Symphony.
Oh,
2
good.
tickets
Oh, we have
to
more.
the San Diego Symphony.
Yeah. San Diego Symphony. This is good for the winter season through, I think it's through March.
Yes.
And if you've never been to Symphony Hall or our symphony, it's amazing.
Amazing shows coming up, Beethoven and all that.
628071. 071.
One more.
Going once, twice, gone. 628. 126. We have a winner, Michael. All right, cool. We'll grab it. You just keep it because she'll bring it to you. Or make sure.
I will bring it to you.
Anything else? What else you got in your bag? We're good. We do still have wine grab, so if you haven't got your wine or you want to buy a bottle of wine, there's plenty to do there. Thank you again for your generosity tonight, for being here. I hope you had a great time. Please drive home safely, or Lyft or Uber, and be safe. We'll see you here next year. The date is on the program. Please take your programs with you as well. It lists all the songs and music that are on the CD this year. Ashley has a new song. It's called, oh my God, what's it called? I'm forgetting right off. Ashley, where are you? Frozen Flurries. Frozen Flurries. It opens the CD and it's an amazing song. So you can get the download. The code is listed on the coloring book in the back when you take one of those with you, and take these home with you for all the details. If you're interested in volunteering with us or being on the board of directors, please let us know. We'd love to have you. There's a volunteer sign-up page on our website, holidaymagiccd.com. Silent auction items. It's closed up. They're putting them out. So on your way out the door, thank you. On your way out the door, make sure you check and see if you've won one. And if you have, please pick it up and go ahead and pay for it there. Anything else am I missing? All right. I think that calls it a night. Thank you guys. Have a great night home. Great safe drive home. Happy holidays to you.